All right, Anthony. Welcome to A&H Reactions. We don't do a lot of this type of music reactions or anything like that because we're not too much into it. The only one we usually do is Harry Mack. How much do you know about the Kendrick and Drake beef, Anthony? I know we did talk a little bit before.
I know they beef back and forth and stuff, and I hear about it, but I don't know much about it.
Well, I'm just gonna and do a really short summary of what happened. Basically, Kendrick won, just gonna leave it at that. And then Drake sued him, which that's when he started going low. But whatever. Then he included the reaction community in his lawsuit. And appar- and this is what he's suing, which this was good for reactions. So a few you not all the YouTubers, but a lot of big YouTubers and even small channels were getting paid for reacting to the disses, not just Kendrick, but also to Drake's. But Drake said that people were biased because they were getting paid for glazing Kendrick Lamar in his disses, which was not true. Well, it both of them were monetized for most reactors, both artists, not just one person. And Knox Hill did like a short video where he showed that his were not monetized, but Drake's were monetized. So it backfired on what he was saying. And apparently that pissed off a lot of reactors. So then they're dissing Drake now. And
Sounds like Drake is losing the battle.
I even give this a like to help the algorithm. But let's see, this will be my second time listening to this song. Oh, and Academics apparently is the guy who lies for Drake. He'll just invent anything to defend Drake. That's why it says here.
Oh, never knew about him.
Me either, because I mean, I'm not too much into hip hop until I started listening to Harry Mack, and then this happened.
I don't want no. Somebody could get up, you're drinking act the double act, taking bubble baths and couples therapy, they cuddling with bubble wrap. Hey, anything to cover bag and the numbers back. But why rapping lawsuits? He got a couple racks. Check his wheelchair, Jimmy never walked the walk. Quentin Miller gave him scripts, he could talk the talk. Know yourself, 10 bands is going wall to wall. That auto tune gave him pitch so we can walk to y'all. Hey.
Oh, dang, that is true, right? He got mostly. I don't know much of Drake or his music. I know of Drake. I don't know much of his music, but he did get blown up during the autotune era, right? Or like it was autotune who helped him.
I have no idea, honestly.
That I
I think so. I think so.
I think he was one of the main ones that went really famous because of the autotune. I could be wrong because again, I didn't follow his career or anything, but I think that's what happened.
Laurie, leave that mag hosting while he carry on with birds, they gon' trap
Labry.
vultures. I know the
So his name is Aubrey, and he called him Labry, like the law.
why to be more, come and tap soldiers. But this man, the Willie O'Neill of the rap culture. And that got a weird case, why is he around? Rocky can't be good for traffic, why is he in town? So many stranger things, I wonder why.
Ooh, that one's a good one because Kendrick said in his this is why is he around act, which is academics. And then who was the other person he mentioned?
More come and tap soldiers. But this man, the Willie O'Neill of the rap culture. And that got a weird case, why is he around? Rocky can't be good for traffic, why is he in town?
Oh, Baca. I think that's his security. I don't know who Baca is. But he says, why is he in trap? He's not good for traffic. Why is he in town? He's tying that because he had a case with trafficking. So that's pretty clever.
town. So many stranger things, I wonder why you take L's. But you too famous, I just hope the millies age well. Hey, checking in from Texas, I just hope you get the message. I just hope you learned a lesson. Houston, we got a problem. Ask Rihanna, he's obsessive. Got 42 rings like his father, he possessive. I'm kidding. My bad, did I push the T? Got 40, hope you get, but you rocket can't be good for traffic. Why is he in town? So many stranger things, I wonder why you take L's. But you too famous, I just hope the millies age well.
I don't watch Stranger Things. I didn't watch that show, but I think he had a case with there was something that happened between the actress. I think the one, I don't know the name of the person that plays that character, which character the person plays, but I think her name is Melly Bobby Brown or something like that. She's like a young woman, and I think Drake had something with like liking kids or something with that something. She had something with her that was not good, and then he says, "Hope that Millie's age well," because in one of his last disses, Drake said the famous line, "I can't be a because I'm too famous." And I think that's what he's saying. Hope that Millie's age well. I think he's trying to refer to the actress Millie Bobby Brown, and also like the money didn't age well. The Millie's money. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments.
Oh, hey, checking
Damn,
in
I
from
didn't even
Texas, I
know
just
about
hope you
all
get
this.
I only knew because people would break it down that this is, but I also didn't know much about it. But I never watched Stranger Things, so I don't know that much about the show except for that the actress name and that Drake had something weird with that. Um, and she's a teenager. I think she was a teenager. That might be her. I'm assuming because it's in the picture.
Yeah, she's in Stranger Things.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. So
Get the message, I just hope you learned a lesson. Houston, we got a problem. Ask Rihanna, he's obsessive. Got 42 rings like his father, he possessive. I'm kidding.
he said all that, and then at the end he said, "I'm kidding," because he likes kids. Like, I'm kidding.
Ew, I didn't even get that. But thanks for pointing it out.
Well, I only know because Kendrick kept pointing that out in his disses that he likes kids, which is not it's not funny by the way. I just laughing at the bar.
My bad, did I push the T? Like father, like son, you've been pushing P's. Talking about your clips, who you sonning when you pushing these? Cause every pic you taking with Adonis, thank Pusha T. Look, I ain't wanna diss you, but then you went Chernobyl on reactors, that's the issue. We like it when you sing, we don't like the lies you misuse. Include us in your case, then disguise it, that's a bitch move. But bitch ways to fit you, with bitch braids and slick moves. You dip fades and switch views to get
This is really bad, but Drake, diss us. We might get some views.
paid, you say so. You read the style and the gimmicks, BBL to hide your image. You could never buy authentic snitch. And act, I know what's at stake. Use me to call out Shaq, run out sus for Drake. I know you fighting with addiction, see that struggle on your face. But next time you wanna gamble, keep my fucking subs away. To get even, y'all moving odd. Y'all don't do it for the love, but the oohs and ahs. Y'all moving shady, but without the coup de grace. Just bring it back to rap, why I lost, who gotta move the bars. Turn his TV off, it's Kendrick at the Super Bowl. He took control, so you popped out in a super troll. Disrespect the culture you supposed to be an OG for. But we both know the future, pillow talking on that OV hole. Oh, he hurt your feelings, so you turned snitch. Try and get revenge, you got
I could be wrong, but I think whatever voice he's using in this when he turns to the owl picture, I think he's trying to mimic Kendrick. He did something like that in one of the disses, like the way he sounds, I think.
turn thin. Francis Drake jump ship, that shit burn quick. How you gon' access?
What was that?
I could hear Kendrick a little bit.
I think he
Kinda.
used that particular voice in one of the songs, and I can't remember if it was Not Like Us or in the Meet the Grams. Like the way he's using his voice in this particular part, it was like the way kind of like Kendrick used it.
Then turn, bitch.
Turns
Nasty Knox.
nasty.
Hey, shout out the reactors, man. Some call me a lyrical surgeon with these breakdowns. Had to get the scrubs on to get a scrub going for this, you know?
There was two other lines that I didn't want to pause because I feel like we keep pausing. But there was the I think there was a which Kendrick also said, I think uh Drake only acknowledged his son after the artist Pusha T revealed that Drake had a son. So when Knox says when you take a picture with Adonis, which is Drake's son, he said thank, like say you had to thank Pusha T. But I wonder he also meant like a double meaning. Like you had to thank Pusha T for acknowledging that, but also think like every time you take a picture, you're gonna think of him, but also thank him for also at the same time. Basically telling the world that you have a son.
Oh yeah, he's a deadbeat, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then the other line was about the church. I don't even know how to say the word. Chernobyl or Chernobyl. I don't know. But it was that show in Russia with the nuclear reactors. So it's also a double meaning. The show Chernobyl was on nuclear reactors. Drake went nuclear on reactors, like the reaction community. So I thought that was pretty clever.
Damn, what a breakdown. You don't
Yes,
even need me.
I need time in here, so time could get into it.
I'm here for the ride.
And then, so like I said, this is my second time. I want to show it to Anthony, and I gave it a like because I saw this comment here. Oh, right here. Well, by the way, me and Anthony are not making money out of this because we don't have enough subs or enough watch hours, but mostly to push the video and more people know about this.
In other words, you're Team Kendrick.
And that too, I guess. The last thing I'll say, and because we do a lot of breakdowns of football, and so this kind of ties into things that we would do breakdown of players or teams, because I'm just like, why would you do a lawsuit and then when you could have just like technically all you had to do was admit that you lost the rap beef. He still had a lot of fans. And I'm not talking about just like the stands. Like he still had a lot of fans regardless. And people would still bump his music. I mean, he was still the most listened hip hop artist in 2024. Like, why wouldn't you just say, "Oh, okay, guys, I lost," and keep making music?
Just take the L and move on, right?
I mean, and that happens a
I
lot.
think it's pride.
It could be that, but see, I'll give you a good example. Madrid Barca, the biggest classical, biggest sports, what do you call it? Sports match in history, and by far, people could argue that, but it's statistics. Madrid is, considered the best club. They technically are because of Champions League. When Barca wins, Madrid does that smart move. They say, I mean, Barca recently humiliated them. Where they say, yeah, we lost the title. I guess we just go get a more important title. But they didn't try to say like, oh, the Red Hill Barca. Especially when it was clear that they won. And like that battle was not close either. Like once Kendrick took out Euphoria, you could kind of already see that his pen was way different than Drake's. And again, I didn't listen. Like I said, again, I didn't listen to any of them before this started. I thought that Drake's disses were also great, despite him not winning. But I also that's why I'm like more confused as to why he's winning. It's like, dude, you did great in the battle. It's not like I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make sense to a lot of people. But I was just like, you put out good disses too, you know? Just because you lost doesn't mean you fully lost everything.
I never knew it was taken this far.
Lesson here, take an L and move on. Simple as that.
Put in the comments whether you're Team Drake or Team Kendrick.
At this point, everyone's just Team Kendrick. Not even Team Kendrick, just anti Drake.